Okay, here we go. Now we are going to be checking out the new Subtronics album, kind of album thing, which is his third full-length project in 4 years, I think, which is kind of must-die numbers, if you will. A lot of albums coming out, but this is a little bit different to usual. We're doing a kind of half-album situation and rollout, whereby what I think we're getting here, because this is what it's called on Spotify as well, it's called an EP. So we're going to get 2 EPs, I think, and this is the first one, which is 8 tracks and 25 minutes. So that gives you a kind of idea as to what we're going to get from Subtronics here. It is called Fibonacci Part 1 Oblivion, which is quite a grand name. I like that. Wonder what Part 2 is going to be called. We're just going to get going. The first track is called Oblivion, owing to the project's title. If you have heard this already, let me know in the chat. Zeph Parasoto up in the chat. Big ups. Track of the year last year. Come on. That is classic Subtronics right there. That hit, that high-pitched hit. To what extent is this project of music going to melt my brain? Ooh, nice, nice. Nice, lovely ticking along percussion, just picking that heaviness up midway through the drop. Big fan of that. Yo, those sounds are sick. Yo, nice opener. Yes. That was sick. Started off a little bit classic. You're like, okay, might have maybe heard this thing before from you. From Subtronics, but the way that picked up was sick. Within that first drop, and then also the second drop. Yeah, loads of sick sounds in that second drop that really took my attention. Very colourful. I mean, it's classic him. It just sounds, it's very, very vintage Subtronics, even just one track in, you know. Next up we have Moth Claws, track number 2. Oi. Come on. Check it out, baby. Ooh. Bit of like big room techno vibes. Is this the drop or is it leaning towards? Yeah, here we go. Check it out, baby. Take it. Whee! Some of the sound usage so far, singling it out in my opinion from the predecessors, the previous projects. It's difficult to get like a specific sound for a certain vibe that you want to elicit, but this is levels, I think, within his discography. I really think that so far. Those kicks, man. Bit of hardstyle vibes there.
Check it out, baby.
Yeah, that sound's coming right back in. Very pinprick kind of sound. Ooh. That got right down my spine, that one. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I mean, is there like a particular like idea there to just kind of really, you know, cling onto and latch onto and be like, oh yeah, I remember that? Maybe not. But, you know, is the array of sound usage really there? The range of sound usage really there? And is that a thing to remember about it? 100%, you know. Very exciting, very colourful, just like typical him, really. Like, not blowing me away with the ideas so far, but the sound choice is so good. Like, it's really, again, I mean what I said earlier, like, for me, that is separating this out from the previous projects so far. I mean, we've got 6 more to go, but a lot of memorable sound choice, you know, in this first couple. So, looking forward to what else we get next up. Yeah, I mean, good that you brought that up again, because I have to mention the genre experimentation that we got in that previous track. That was good as well. Welcome that. I do feel like I've kind of heard that one before from him. That kind of drop layout I feel like I've heard before. But but it's also like lacking that bit of flavour. It's just trudging along, you know, quite insistent with the dun. There's no like, there's not real flavour really in that heaviness, just kind of, yeah, zhuzhing it up, you know.
Here we go! Danger. Is that all you've got?
We got Pear Bear in the chat.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, it's alright. I think the energy's there. I think there's like a good animation to the track overall, but the flavour, the spark, like the thing where you're like, yes, I feel that. It just felt a little bit atonal, that one. A little bit too direct with the metallic vibes, and yeah, something that we've heard from him quite a bit. Stratosphere next up, track number 4. I like the sound of that.
Send those fuckers into the stratosphere.
Okay.
That snare though.
Yeah.
The idea is so sick. The idea is so sick.
Okay.
But that's the, oh man, the snare just sounds like, oh, I don't want to pick up on that. I really, but that just takes me out of the experience. Sorry. It's a massive, it's a shame because that drop is sick. That's sick. The sound is sick. The execution of that is sick. It's got the perfect amount of earthiness, the perfect amount of grunge to it. The flow's sick. That just like that took me, like that rattled me when that came in. But there's like it just sounds like it's been, I don't know, recorded on an iPhone or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it just sounds like a bit tinny and in the background, and it's the kind of thing that I can't just ignore, I'm afraid, because that does affect the overall sound, and it just gives it a little bit of a, yeah, just a tinny overall feeling, because the main bit is so good. Is this far back enough?
Okay.
Into the stratosphere.
Okay.
It's just so separate from the rest of the tune.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't ignore that. But the idea, I'm saying, it's sick. Hey! Alright, come on. It's got the perfect amount of groove to it. Like, so fidgety.
Perfect. Okay.
Stratosphere.
Like a little tight, you know, little nifty, like a. And if you're gonna go big, then you need like a. Again, don't get me wrong. Drop idea, execution, sound usage. the same thing. This is so nice on the ear. Those colourful, fruity, watery sound usage is lovely.
Okay.
Ooh. Mate, that's gorgeous. I just can't ignore that background sound. I just can't.
Perfect.
Mate, the fidgetiness of that, the on its feet. That's like conceptually easily the best so far. Easily. But I think at least you get what I mean and where I'm coming from. It's like a soft pan snare, just had like a distant feel to it. Like it wasn't quite going full pelt with the metallic nature of it. It just felt like a flat like man, just didn't quite fit the track unfortunately. But again, rest of the idea is sick. Like everything about it, literally apart from that bit, and unfortunately that does affect the whole sound. Vocal samples were great as well. The builds were very good also. The way it kind of trickled in from above before each drop came in. Yeah. Man, it's just that one element that can just change and affect the whole feeling of a tune, and a drop in particular. Anyway, Lock In with Woolly is next up, which has got 872k plays, so I think this one's been out a while, must have been.
Whatever happened before does not matter anymore. The time is now. You must lock in.
Ah, time to lock in. DMZ in the mix. Time for some grapes, bruv.
It is time to lock the fuck in.
Hey. That's a well-working snare. Yeah, that's fat. That's fat. I mean, it's classic. It's classic and not particularly new, but that's done well.
Locked in here. This is it.
He loves a little memey sample.
Now you must lock in.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear what you're saying. Not quite as strong with that follow-up drop, but the first one was solid. Like expected, like, you know, again, I feel like they've both made that drop many times. And you're hoping for something a little bit different, a little bit new. But it's done well. Execution is there.
Now you must lock in.
Now that's something different.
Now you must lock. Lock in.
I really.
Why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion? Cause you won't lock in. Lock in.
I mean, that was quite a trend-filled track, wasn't it? Like, you've got the token techno, big room techno switch up for the second drop, and I was like, yeah, sick. Okay, like I want a whole drop of that, you know. Well, for me anyway, because that's like, that would really constitute as something different for them if they just kind of evolved on that. And I get the dipping back into dubstep, like, you know, that's their thing. Each of them individually, respectfully, like that's probably what they're gonna make together. But we got that in the first drop, you know, we got that in the first half, and then you go into that bit, and the fact that it's over quickly just feels a bit like a token inclusion of that. Do you know what I mean? Like just doing it because it's of the moment, you know. And it's the same with the whole locked in thing, you know. It's just like it's a meme. It roots it in a certain time. Do you know what I mean? And then people might hear it in the future and be like, oh yeah, do you remember that locked in meme? You know, that's kind of that's what you get from it. But yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that they did that, because you know, a big room techno drop from Subtronics and Willy, you've instantly kind of like piqued my interest. But yeah, it just was over a little bit before it truly got into itself. It feels a little bit like they just, you know, we're just doing it for the sake of it, just for the trend hopping in a way. But yeah, I mean, some of that dubstep was executed well, to be fair, even if conceptually, again, we've just heard that thing from them before multiple times. Anyway, track number 3 is Brain Squeak, which is a very Subtronics-y title.
You reek of weed. It's the middle of the day. It's Wednesday. Do you have any thoughts on that?
He does like these minimal tracks as well.
You reek of weed. It's the middle of the day. It's Wednesday. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Okay, yeah, needed that. That's what, like, that little bit of grunge beneath it, because it felt a little bit empty initially when it came in. But this is like, yeah, I like this.
Any thoughts on that?
And yeah, snare again, works. Sick.
Any thoughts? You reek of weed.
Yeah, very, there's a lot of warmth to that sound. I like it. It's got quite a comforting feel to it. Is it? I haven't touched the volumes at all, but it feels a little bit quieter than the other ones. Am I right about that, or am I just imagining that?
Mom's gonna touch more sack than a medieval grain merchant on inventory day.
It's a little plodder, plodding along. Nice, nice tempo switch. But again, these bits when the drops initially come in, it feels a bit empty. There's something musical that I feel like should be there that isn't quite there. Yeah, not too much else to say about that one, so we'll just go on to the next track, I think. The penultimate track on the EP, which is Fibonacci Part 1. Yeah, apologies about the fan of the computer, but I'm working the computer pretty hard.
Initiating sequence. Fibonacci.
Bap, 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 bap. Bap, 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 bap. Well, I mean, it's an EP, so it's not going to have an album feel, is it? It definitely has an EP feel. This is more vintage Subtronics, have to say. It just feels like there's something missing there. Like something more melodic, kind of, you know, like snaking through it. Because it's quite a hollow, like metallic sound, the main one that we get there, and it needs like a more like a. There's something else like kind of pushing it forward. Energy's very there though. But yeah, classic Subtronics, that one again. Kind of drop layout again. I would say I feel like we've heard before from him, like not loads, kind of singling that one out in his discography. Do you know what I mean? Final track, track number 8, Final Breath. Who's the feature? A Lil Sound. Anyone want some grapes? Oh, that's nice, that's nice. Nice flow to that. Yeah, I like that. Wap, 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 wap. Espresso, what is in Sabrina Carpenter? If an enemy in me man know, and isn't that sweet, I guess so. Imagine. Oh, there we go. There's the D&B. And a little breakdown, bit of drum step. Interesting, nice. And there we go, people. I mean, yeah, a lot of this is quite classic Subtronics, I would have to say. Vintage Subtronics vibes across this latest collection, which, you know, on the one hand, you'll be like, yeah, he's got a style. And, you know, that kind of sound design is going to be consistent. The aesthetic is going to be consistent. But I think conceptually, you're kind of hoping for maybe at points a little bit more newness, you know, especially like this far into the discography as well. Just points here and there with certain drops and bits of heaviness where you're like, I just feel like there are many tracks like that in your discography already, and they just sound a little bit too similar to what you've got before. There were good bits of ingenuity here and there. I think Mothclaws, from what I remember, has some of the wildest sound usage that I've heard in a while, genuinely. And Oblivion as well, the opener, had some of that in amidst heaviness that was, again, maybe a little bit more straightforward and ordinary for him. Brass Danger, I think that was my favourite heaviness, apart from the snare that we get in that track. And then the lock-in track with Willie, the collaboration, had some good execution here and there, even though, again, sounds mostly like things they've made before. Brain Squeak was a good concept as well, I thought, even though the sound was notably quiet. I think sound usage and concepts-wise, the opening 3 is a pretty strong start, with a couple of, obviously, things that peg it back a little bit here and there. Second half, it gets a little bit more like, yeah, heard that stuff before, or execution maybe not quite working. But yeah, there we have it. Fibonacci, Part 1, Oblivion, from Subtronics.